moved to, it sounds elementary, but like Brad has expressed to you guys, there's a time to slug. You were 2-1 in a count, you get a curveball up. Is that, I mean, that's a time to take your whacks, right?
Yeah, I think so. And I just think, credit goes to Vic for having that fairish bunt. Saggy obviously doing his job too. It makes my job a lot easier knowing runner on third base, less than 2, just try to get a swing off and get somebody to the outfield.
You guys have 6 3-run home runs already this season. You only had 10 of them last season. Driving the baseball, I mean, that covers up a lot of stuff, right? When you can hit the ball deep.
Yeah, especially early on, I think, we weren't getting the production we wanted to. Blanco has good stuff, and so just being able to get some 3-run homers in there just helps the guys out, I think, and produce runs with just one swing of the bat as opposed to trying to nickel and dime.
What has Brant meant to your development?
He's huge. He simplifies the game, and he's got an approach for everybody, and gives you a good plan. And I just think that he has a pretty good understanding of the league and what you want to do. And he's worked with obviously a lot of great hitters, and so being able to get his brain and pick his brain a little bit has been I think instrumental for a lot of guys.
Lars, not just for you, but as a team as a whole, I mean, what was it like just kind of grinding out at bats against Blanco and then getting through right there in that 5th inning with your home run?
Yeah, huge. Obviously, I think Houston does a good job on the pitching side. Obviously, the hitting side as well, but they've had a history of a lot of good pitchers over there, and Blanco's one of them. And so I just think being able to grind out at bats, like you said, try to put pressure on them early, but then having guys at the bottom order like Vic and Tommy do their thing and make it a lot easier for the rest of the guys.
Where does stubbornness rank for you in terms of your approach at the plate? Because you're just not going to give in to their pitch, it seems like. Try
not to. I think growing up, you'd ask my parents, I was a pretty stubborn kid, so try to take that approach into the game. But just try to. This game's hard, and so just trying to do as best you can of if you get beat, not beating yourself and not letting yourself, get out of counts and stuff like that. So just trying to make sure that you're putting yourself in the best possible position.
Lars, for you, I think that was the first homer since the end of March. I mean, is that something that kind of crosses your mind, something that you kind of hold on to? I guess how do you kind of balance that?
Yeah, you try to put good swings always, but there's ebbs and flows in the season, and so sometimes you go through those downfalls and try to grind those out, and then obviously, when you have a day where you feel pretty good, you want to take advantage of those.
A lot of players don't want to think about hitting home runs, but when the count was 2-1, were you thinking that at all?
I just think more so just getting a swing off. Like Denton was saying, just getting a swing off and making sure at the very least you're getting a run home. And when you have Victor at third base, you don't have to do as much either, so it kind of eases you up a little bit. But I think that's the main thing. Is first things first is securing that run, and then if you get a pitch to hit, obviously take a good rip at it. But I just think that, like I said, I can't emphasize that enough, that the guys ahead of you really kind of determine what you can and can't do at the plate.
You guys are in this stretch of 13 games, 13 days. It's Phillies, Astros, Mets, Braves, 4 playoff teams. What does it mean to start 4-2 on those tough stretch?
Yeah, 4-2 is huge, and getting 2 series wins too out of that. That's huge. And going on the road with some momentum, happy flight, obviously, and then you land in New York and you got another good team. And so just understanding that the guys in this clubhouse know that we're going out there and trying to win every single ball game that we can, no matter who we're facing. And so tougher stretch on the road last time, but we're optimistic that we can turn it around this time.
Lars, you mentioned just some of the pitching